Good evening. I'm Frank Roberts, Artistic Director of Music on Stage in Palatine, Illinois. Thank you for tuning in to the season finale of the Cabaret Games. The experience of participating in the games has been an unexpected pleasure during this time when theaters are closed throughout the country. It's inspiring how our Chicago area theater groups have come together to create this unique content, and it's a reminder that the artistic spirit is an important part of our lives and will always find a way, even now. Right now, the community of professional artists is hurting, and we need to do something to help. Theaters are closed throughout the country and are not anticipated to open until 2021. Thousands of artists have lost their livelihoods and their spirits. During this time, it is so important for us to support those most in need. They've always been there for us, making our lives richer and more beautiful, and they need us now more than ever. That's why we ask that you please consider supporting Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. Your donations provide life-saving medications, health care, nutritious meals, counseling, and emergency financial assistance. Critical services that are more necessary than ever during this industry crisis. Thank you for listening, and I trust that you will think about making a donation. Please visit the website listed on the screen and in the description box. And now I think it's time that we enjoy some musical theater. I hope you enjoyed this very special season finale of the Cabaret Games.
We've been socially distant, held up in quarantine, and social media can make people mean. So what do we turn to keep us alive? Broadway show tunes will help us survive. We sat through and watched all these virtual Zoom plays, but crappy internet won't brighten our days. So this is the theme song to help us proclaim. It's the Cabaret Games.
Hello, theater family! Welcome to the season finale of the first ever Cabaret Games. I am honored to be your host this evening. My name is Lauren Kennedy, and you may know me from such Broadway shows as Sunset Boulevard, Sideshow, Les Mis, Spamalot, and now I am the producing artistic director of a theater company in my hometown called Theater Raleigh. So our season finale this evening features the music of none other than the greatest living composer of musical theater, in my humble opinion, Jason Robert Brown. He is a man that needs no introduction, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. Jason is the composer of the generation-defining Last 5 Years, as well as the Tony Award-winning musical Parade and the song cycle Songs for a New World, not to mention 13, and of course Honeymoon in Vegas, and Bridges of Madison County, where he won 2 Tony Awards. In case you don't know, earlier in my career, I had the pleasure of originating the role of Kathy in the Last 5 Years at Northlight Theater in Chicago. And almost 20 years later, I enjoy reflecting on that experience, how it shaped my career, and of course my lifelong collaboration with Jason. So I first got involved with the Last 5 Years at, wait for it, an audition. Your typical audition. I went to Lincoln Center, in the basement of Lincoln Center, in the rehearsal studio. I met Jason along with Daisy Prince and auditioned for the show. And probably my most favorite memory or anecdote from that experience was I got a callback, but the callback was to go to Jason's apartment and learn a song at his piano. And I like to tell the story that he had a dog, Simon, at the time, who loved to sing along. So when I was high belting, Simon was singing along with me. And sometimes he would also be known to lick my ear. And all the while trying to impress Jason and get this role. It was quite a challenge. But anyway, I got it, so yay Simon and yay me. I was also lucky enough to work with Norbert Leo Butz, who has gone on to do amazing things, won all kinds of Tonys and be in lots of films and television shows. So it was an amazing experience. Like I said before, it defined my career and sort of helped me understand what kind of artist I wanted to be as I sort of grew up. I was quite young when I did it. Anyway, since meeting Jason, I had the chance to perform with him in over 50 concerts, and we've also done a number of albums together, including an album that featured all of his music, songs of Jason Robert Brown. But anyway, enough about me. Oh, wait a minute. Jason's just... Is that you, Jason? Oh, he has a couple things to say. Turning it over to Jason Robert Brown.
Hi, I'm Jason Robert Brown. I'm very excited. We've got the Highland Park Players, we've got the Big Noise Theater, we've got Big Deal Productions and Music on Stage. They're all competing tonight in the Cabaret Games. I don't know what they're competing by doing, and I don't know what they get if they win, but what's exciting is that they're all doing my music, so everybody wins. I'm here, and I'm actually going to do a song, and so that will happen, and it will be very exciting. The really cool thing is that because we're doing it this way with me filming everything, it looks like I'm speaking to you live and that I'm right there with you. But in fact, I'm on a farm someplace watching Hamilton and paying no attention to you whatsoever. So I hope you're having a wonderful time. The other cool thing is, because this is recorded, if I make any mistakes, I can always fix them later. And if I say something I think maybe I shouldn't say, like puppy dogs and rainbows and unicorns, then that's something that can be edited out at another time and you'll never know that I said it.
Thanks, Jason. I hope you're enjoying Hamilton on the farm, and I have no idea what you're talking about, puppy dogs, rainbows, unicorns, but I'm intrigued. If this is the first time that you are tuning in, I'd like to offer you a brief refresher on how the games work. As Jason mentioned, we have 4 theater companies from Chicago. These theater companies now function as teams, and each week they recruit one talented performer to represent them. This person must have either been in a show at that theater company or have been a member of a production team. The contestants are then subject to public vote where you, the audience, gets to assign them a song to sing. And after that, the teams have only 3 days to produce their musical theater performance. And trust me, they have gone all out to impress you. Then a single judge will judge each episode. They are responsible for ranking the videos from 1st to 4th place. And the team with the best cumulative rankings at the end of all 4 episodes wins Cabaret Games! So tonight, our esteemed judge is the tremendously talented Iman. Amber made her Broadway debut as the High Priestess of Soul, Nina Simone, in Soul Doctor, earning rave reviews, and she got a nomination for the prestigious Clive Barnes Award. She also was seen on Broadway in Shuffle Along. We are so excited to have Amber here tonight. Say hello, Amber.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Lauren. I am so honored to be the judge, to sit in judgment on this episode of Cabaret Games. I'm so excited to dive in and watch these videos and hear these songs by my good friend, JRB, Jason Robert Brown. So let's go.
Thanks, Amber. We're so looking forward to hearing your critiques. Well, I think it is just about time to start these performances. I am pleased to share the screen with Marya, Grandy, who will introduce our first contestant of the evening from Team Big Deal Productions.
Thanks, Lauren, and hello, theater world. I'm Marya, Grandy, and you may know me best from my roles as Linoleum in the Great American Trailer Park musical, the 2006 Broadway revival of Les Mis, the 2012 off-Broadway revival of Closer Than Ever, and one of my proudest roles to date, B Singer in the regional premiere of Honeymoon in Vegas by our very own Jason Robert Brown. I'm a huge fan of Jason, so I'm really excited for these performances. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first performer representing Big Deal Productions is Paula Nowak. Paula is head of the theater department at Barrington High School, where she is also an English teacher. She received her undergraduate degree in acting and theater education from Illinois State University and a master's degree in curriculum and education technology from Ball State. Paula's favorite role with Big Deal Productions came in 2009 when she got to play the narrator in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. She also loves the 2 goldfish that she won at Buffalo Grove Days last year. So just so you know, she's very well-rounded. Paula is no stranger to Jason Robert Brown musicals, and last November she played Kathy in the last 5 years with 410 West Sheridan, formerly the Attic Theater in Highwood.
When you get to my house, take a look at that town, take a look at how far I've gone.
Singing See I'm Smiling from the last 5 years. Take it away, Paula.
I guess I can't believe you really came. we're sitting on this pier. See, I'm smiling. That means I'm happy that you're here. I stole this sweater from the costume shop. It makes me look like Daisy May. See, we're laughing. I think we're gonna be okay. I mean, we'll have to try a little harder and bend things to and fro to make this love as special as it was 5 years ago. I mean, you made it to Ohio. Who knows where else we can go? I think you're really gonna like this show. I'm pretty sure it doesn't suck. See, you're laughing and I'm smiling by a river in Ohio, and you're mine. We're doing fine. I think we both can see what could be better. All alone when I was wrong. With all we had to go through, we'll end up twice as strong. And so we'll start again this weekend and just keep rolling along. I didn't know you had to go so soon. I thought we had a little time. Look, whatever, if you have to, then you have to. So whatever, it's all right. We'll have tonight. You know what makes me crazy? I'm sorry, can I say this? You know what makes me nuts? The fact that we could be together here, together sharing our night, spending our time, and you are gonna choose someone else to be with. No, you are. Yes, Jamie, that's exactly what you're doing. You could be here with me or be there with them. As usual, guess which you pick. No, Jamie, you do not have to go to another party with the same 20 jerks you already know. You could stay with your wife on her birthday, and you could, God forbid, even see my show. And I know in your soul it must drive you crazy that you won't get to play with your little girlfriends. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And the point is, Jamie, you can't spend a single day that's not about you and nothing but you. Marvelous novelist you. Isn't he wonderful? Just 28, the savior of writing. You and nothing but you. Miles and piles of you, pushing through windows and bursting through walls, en route to the sky. And I swear to God, I'll never understand how you can stand there straight and tall and see I'm crying and not do anything at all.
Paula, that was incredible. Thank you for bringing one of my favorite songs to life.
Let's see what Amber thinks.
Okay, Paula, Team Big Deal. First of all, come through production value. When I saw that drone swoop in, I said either she's got friends in high places or she's got coins, because the production value, I mean, she's by the lake, she's by the water, there's a gazebo, there's a park bench. You get mad props because there was a production, there was a creative direction, there was a vision, and I'm grateful that I was able to witness it. So congratulations on production value. You have a gorgeous voice.
En route to the sky.
It was a really solid vocal performance, solid storytelling. You know this woman, you know this man, you know and understand this relationship. You really dropped in. Kudos across the board. Extra kudos for that drone. Here are the things that caught my eye and that I would love for you to just take a look at or just think about for the next time you do something like this. I always say, if you have a prop, use a prop. So if you bring the sweater and the song makes a mention of the sweater makes me look like, well, I was like, well, how does it? I wanted you to like drape it across your shoulders or put it on or show me, because if you don't, then, well, now you just got a sweater that you brought and you're not using. So if you have a prop, use a prop. That's just a golden rule. Take that with you. Pull it out of your pocket whenever you need it. Also, whenever you give yourself something to fight for, it makes things a little bit more interesting. So I would have loved in the beginning half of the video if you would have allowed yourself to play the opposites. You're using this whole front half of the song to convince this young gentleman that everything is okay. We're fine. It's all fine.
We're doing fine.
What if you're not just convincing him, you're also convincing yourself? That gives you an extra layer of depth. It's one thing to say, oh my God, everything's fine. It's another thing to be like, yeah, everything's. If you don't even believe it and you're trying to make him also believe it, it gives you more to do. It gives you more obstacles. You have to change your tactics. So I think that's what I was missing. More colors, more depth. I always like to think whenever I have an opportunity to perform or a song like this, I like to think that everybody who is performing with me, we all have the same song. So how do I make mine different, more interesting? How do I make it stand out? It's always in what you give yourself. Give yourself obstacles. Give yourself challenges. Give yourself something to have to overcome. So make it as juicy and thick as you possibly can, because then it just pays off in the end. And my other big thing, which is what kind of pulled me out of the video, is that back half is when you really dropped in, and I was like, okay, I'm invested. I'm going along for the ride. And unfortunately, I had to watch it like this. The whole back half, you played to the young gentleman, who is fabulous. Thank you for him. But I couldn't see it. I was like, she's giving great beats and great face, and I can only see like this much of her face. And once he pointed to his watch, we didn't really need him anymore. He could have left, and that's what I was hoping. I thought, okay, he's gonna walk away, and then she's gonna put him behind the camera, so then I'll get to see her face for the end of it, and I did not. So when it's a moment to showcase you, we don't need him, sis. Let him go to the trailer. Let him go eat a snack. We want to see your face. We're here for you and the story that you are telling. So I would have just loved if we had any moment where it was just you straight on camera, because you're doing way too much great work for me to only get profile. So yeah, I just would have loved for us to like let our friend go take a break and we just get your gorgeous face and the gorgeous storytelling you were giving, because it was just so good. I just wanted to keep watching it. But overall, great job, great vocal, great storytelling. These are just things you can add to your list of things to work on, because we're always working and growing and learning.
Go team, big deal!
Thank you for your thoughtful critique, Amber. Marya, please tell us about our next contestant from Team Big Noise Theater.
Thanks, Lauren. I'm excited to introduce you to Henry Allan. Henry is from Wheeling, Illinois, and is currently studying musical theater at Columbia College in Chicago. Henry most recently appeared on the Big Noise Theater stage as the Earthworm in James and the Giant Peach. Now, in addition to this, Henry has also taught himself how to play piano and guitar, and has written his own original full-length musical entitled The Other Place. One of Henry's favorite roles was playing Louis in The Little Mermaid, running around the stage, singing Les Poissons. and trying to kill a crab. So there's a little insight into Henry. Ladies, get ready to swoon, because tonight Henry will be singing It All Fades Away from the Bridges of Madison County. So break a leg, Henry, and Big Noise Theater.
There was something in a desert. There was some place wild and green. And a child in a village I passed through. There are places that I've traveled, and so many things I've seen, and it all fades away. But you. I was sliding down a mountain. I was burning in the sun. I was crying with amazement at the view. I was capturing a moment, but when all was said and done, well, it all fades away. But it all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but you. I have sailed across the oceans, past the cities and the farms, on a never-ending quest for something new. But the only things that mattered were those 4 days in your arms, 'cause it all fades away, but you. Oh, it all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but you. There's one thing that's eternal, that cannot be torn apart. There is one thing that remains forever true. Past the thinking, past the breathing, past the beating of my heart, it will all fade away, but it all fades away, it all fades away, it all fades away, but it all fades away, it all fades away,
performance of one of my favorite songs from Bridges.
Cabaret games are awesome. Did I win? I know I can't hold a candle to Henry. That was absolutely beautiful. Let's hear what Amber has to say.
First of all, kudos, Eric Clapton. Kudos for accompanying yourself on 2 instruments. I can barely play the spoons. So guitar and keys, major props. I love a vocalist who is also an instrumentalist. I happen to usually only date musicians, so kudos to you. You have a lovely instrument. Your voice is really strong, very grounded. I love how connected I felt you were. You felt very deeply. I don't know if that's a story that you were familiar with in your life, or you were singing about someone that you know, somebody that you loved or love. Yeah, you were really tapped in, and I really appreciated it. I think my one critique for the whole thing was the space that you were in. There was so much of a distraction behind you that I could not really see you the way I wanted to see you and focus in. For one, you are one who, we all have a thing, you are a squinter. When you sing, it gets really tight in your eye space here, and you wear glasses. So first thing, I can't really see your eyes, which I really want to see as clearly as possible. And then on top of that, I just wanted you to be in front of a blank wall so that it's like I can, if I do have to struggle a little bit to see your eyes, at least there's no distraction. But I'm watching the video, and wherever you are, there was a moment I was like, why am I seeing 2 people in the corner on their phones? I was like, and then my mind starts going, well, who are they and why are they here when I need to really be focusing on you? So I would have loved if you could have there was an orange wall that was a couple feet behind you. And I really wished you had just filmed this in front of that blank wall and look into the camera or above it, or I just was catching a side view of your face, and then there's a lot of stuff behind you. There's instruments, there's other people who are not in the video. So it was just really hard for me to be able to focus in on your eyes, focus in on the story that you're telling, because I think at times you do close your eyes. So let us in as much as possible. Find a blank wall, nobody else in the video but you, because it was lovely. When you did the cutaways to see you playing keys and playing guitar, that was all lovely. But when it was just you, I wish that it was actually just you. Give us a chance to really invite us in and allow us to really see you. I think that's what I really needed from this video, was just a better opportunity to get to know you. But you have a lovely voice. You were really connected and grounded and dropped in. So I'm glad I got to watch you, Henry. Thanks.
Go team, big noise!
Well, this evening is just flying by. You might even say it's moving too fast. Hey, Marya, I hear this next contestant representing Music on Stage is a friend of yours. I can't wait for you to tell us all about him.
My friends, I am so excited to introduce my dear friend, Tom Vendafreddo, representing Music on Stage. Tom has done many, many performances with Music on Stage, starting when he was just a small little tot. His most recent performance there was The Artful Dodger in Oliver in 2000, but he started there even younger. He was 7 when he was cast in his first production there. He played Winthrop Peru in The Music Man, and it was there that he met Ann Stewart, who was the music director, who would go on to become one of the most influential people in Tom's life. She really encouraged him to go into the arts, and Tom is now a music director and an actor and an educator here in Chicago, and he gives Ann a lot of the credit for that. So arts matter, arts education really, really matters. Now, when Tom is not the music supervisor at the Paramount Theater in Aurora, he is also the artistic director of Chicago Artist Chorale, which is an enormous chorale here in Chicago featuring artists from all features of the arts. We have visual artists, there are puppeteers. I say we because I am fortunate enough to be a member of it, but it's an incredible thing to be a part of. Tom received his undergraduate degree in vocal performance and music education at the Eastman School of Music, and then received a master's at San Diego State University in music theater. Now, when Tom is not working on music and not educating the youth of today, he also likes to sing with his foster dogs. Do we have a clip of that anywhere?
La 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, doo 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 doo.
Tonight, Tom is going to be singing "Moving Too Fast" from the last 5 years, and I can't wait to see what he does. He's one of my favorite people, so I hope you enjoy it.
Did I just hear an alarm start ringing? Did I see sirens go flying past? Though I don't know what tomorrow's bringing, I got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I'm gliding smooth as a figure skater. I'm riding hot as a rocket blast. I just expected it 10 years later. I got a singular impression things are moving too fast. And you say, oh no, step on the brakes, do whatever it takes to stop this train. Slow, slow, the lights turning red. But I say no, no, whatever I do, I barrel on through and I don't complain. No matter what I try, I'm flying full speed ahead. I'm never worried to walk the wire. I won't do anything just half-ass. But with the stakes getting somewhat higher, I got a singular impression that things are moving too fast. I found a woman I love, and I found an agent who loves me. Things might get bumpy, but some people analyze every detail. Some people stall when they can't see the trail. Some people freeze out of fear that they'll fail, but I keep rolling on. Some people can't find success with their art. Some people never feel love in their heart. Some people can't tell the two things apart, but I keep rolling on. Oh, baby, I can't follow through. But what else am I supposed to do? I dreamed of writing like the high and mighty. Now I'm the subject of a bidding war. I met my personal Aphrodite. I'm doing things I never dreamed of before. We start to take the next step together. Found an apartment on 73rd. The Atlantic Monthly's printing my first chapter. $2,000 without rewriting one word. I left Columbia and I don't regret it. I wrote a plus and more before 24. It's hard not to be sure I'm spinning out of control. Out of control. I'm feeling panicked and rushed and hurried. I'm feeling outmaneuvered and outclassed. But I'm so happy I can't get worried about this singular impression. I got a singular impression things are moving too fast.
Wow. Tom and music on stage, that was unbelievable. Amber, what have you got to say? I cannot wait to hear.
Okay, Tom. Okay, team music on stage. Tom had a plan. There were several production meetings. Tom gave us production, staging, locations, plural. Tom gave us a dancing chorus with 8 counts and a band in the garage. A garage band. Okay, Tom. Okay, you did that. Props. Was this a weekend show? How many days? I mean, how many hours? I'm impressed. Go ahead, Tom. The production value, it looked gorgeous. Great job. It's a fun bop. It's a, moving too fast. Get your life. I had a good time. Great vocal.
Just keep rolling along. Yeah, and I think
great song. Sing, live your life. The only things that were on my radar, I should say, is number one, I just think there's more layers. I just think there's more you can do there. It's a list song and it's a repetitive song. I think things are moving too fast. And I'm like, what do you think about that? Is there any level of concern? Is there danger? Is there fear? It has to be more than like, it doesn't matter because it's moving too fast. It can't just be that if we keep repeating it. We know as humans, we can say, I'm fine. Oh, like I'm totally fine. Oh, I'm just fine. And the undercurrent, the underbelly is I'm not fine. I'm falling apart. And that, the subtlety and the nuance and the layers and the depths, that's what makes it way more interesting. As an audience, we love a good time bop, but there's some moments where there were opportunities for you to just give me more color. I would have loved to see what actual fear, danger, nervousness, apprehension. I would love if there were moments where you found an opportunity to slip some of that in there, to let us see the human, to let us see what he was really going through and experiencing, which I know you're too cool for school, but the sunglasses also hindered us a little bit because there were rare moments when I could see your eyes. Only when you were giving us GarageBand life was I really able to see what's going on. But I would have loved moments if you took those sunglasses off and allowed us in. Because there were points at the end where you talked about panic and I was like, I want to see, how does he actually feel? I love that it's a good time bop and he's living his life. But what I'm more interested is the actual story of what's actually going on. So I just wish that you had found more opportunities, more moments to just give us a little bit more honesty or a little bit more truth or just a little bit more color and layer. Yeah, that just always makes things more interesting if we are able to see all of the colors of the humanity of the story. Because we know we're complicated human beings. And if you ask somebody if they're fine, how you doing? And they say fine. And you're like, really? Well, I'm fine. But then I got bills and then somebody's sick and then somebody's died. And it's like all of that, we want to see all of that. So just something to keep in mind for next time. But great production value. Please give all the ensemble members my love because they did that. And I had a great time. So thanks, Tom.
Go team music on stage. I love you. I love you. I love you. I've loved you since I was 7 years old, which was just like a couple of years ago.
Thanks, Amber. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that we've reached our final contestant this evening, and they are from Highland Park Players. I'm so excited. Marya, tell us about them.
Well, I am thrilled to introduce you to Betsy Sorensen. Betsy is representing the Highland Park Players, where she most recently appeared in the ensemble of Mamma Mia. And she really has a special place in her heart for this group because it reunited her with theater after taking a long hiatus from it while she was in college. As Betsy says, there's nothing in the world like it. Couldn't agree more. Betsy is a graduate of DePaul University, where she received a BS in sound recording technology, and she also studied voice. Betsy loves music and enjoys singing in the Windy City Performing Arts Choir. And tonight, you voted to hear Betsy perform I'm Not Afraid of Anything from Songs for a New World. Here we go. Take it away, Betsy and the Highland Park Players.
Jenny's afraid of water. I mean, she swims so well, but still she's afraid of water. And so she won't go near the sea. Not me. Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights are out, she has to hold my hand. I don't understand. I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains, water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. Daddy's afraid of babies. I mean, he got through me, but now he's afraid of babies. Guess he's scared of what they'll be. Not me. And Mama's afraid of crying. You know, she tries to hold it in. She's afraid of crying. And she can look at me with tears stuck in her eye. And I don't know why. I'm not afraid of anything, be it growing old or going out of style. I'm not afraid of anything. Who would give up what they want without a trial? Another mile. I'm not afraid. And I feel the calling of adventure, and I hear the ringing in my ear. The lights are glaring, trumpets blaring, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel the stirring in my bones. And David loves me. He's afraid to hold me. Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can't start. Never stop the calling of a challenge, blessing on the water and the stones. And David loves me. He's afraid to tell me. David loves me. He's afraid to trust me. He's afraid to hold me. And he'll always be. He's afraid of me. And I'm not afraid.
Well done, Betsy. What a knockout performance. You certainly are not afraid of anything. Amber, your thoughts?
Betsy, I love this. This was so lovely. First of all, I love the simplicity of it. After all, I'm here because I want to see you. And I could see you. I loved your guitar player and just you in a simple space. Weren't any distractions. A simple brick wall will never steer you wrong. A simple black dress will always flatter and make you look like a star. The vocal was lovely. Such clear tone.
I'm not afraid of anyone.
Such a great understanding of story and storytelling. I was captivated. Yeah, just great job. I'm so glad. Go, Betsy. This is great. All of my notes are more so just keep going. I just wanted you to go even further. You're one of those people that if I got to like coach you in a room, like I just want to really see you open up and let loose. I feel like it's all there. You just need to give yourself permission to really burst open. There are a couple of questions that I would suggest that you ask yourself when you're going through this text like it's a monologue. Allow yourself to play the comedy of it. Like some of this stuff is really funny. You said he's afraid of babies. That's funny. He is afraid of babies. Like, allow yourself to experience what that feels like. Somebody being afraid of babies, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna spit up on you and you'll die? Like, what's gonna happen? There were moments of comedy. There were moments when I saw you like process it as funny, but you didn't allow yourself to fully experience the comedy and the humor. So yeah, how do you feel? That was my big question. Is like, how do you feel about not being afraid? Does feeling not afraid, does that devastate you? Does it confuse you? Are you proud of not being afraid? Are you timid about not being afraid? Do you actually feel like you aren't afraid? Or are you trying to convince yourself? I would just have loved in this song where we repeat, I'm not afraid 25 times, if it had a different color every time. Maybe in the beginning, you're actually afraid. Maybe by the end, we've gone on the journey with you and you get to the point where you actually are not. It could be backwards. It could be a myriad of things. You get to make it up. But I would just love to see you investigate more what all the different colors are because they were there. They were there. I just wanted to give you permission to just throw your head back and throw your arms open and go further. But yeah, the other notes was there were two of those colors on those lights, that whatever light that was that just kept changing colors, like the red and the purple. I was just like, okay, now we're in a vampire movie. And now I'm scared for my life. I just wish there were some moments where I was like, I just wish we had just a white wash just so I could really see you. But we weren't in red or blue or purple land for too long, so it wasn't too much of a distraction. But I appreciated it. It was a nice production value. But there just were a couple times I was like, I don't think we should be blood red right now. But it was still enjoyable to watch. And great job, Betsy. I had fun. Thanks.
What a round of knockout performances. Okay, before we give our final rankings, we have a very special treat for you. Oh, wait. Oh, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Jason Robert Brown himself to take the stage.
I'm here to do a song, and the name of this song is called Wait Till You See What's Next, which is really all that any of us can do because we're still not allowed out of our houses. So this is a song I wrote originally for Prince of Broadway. It's on my album, How We React and How We Recover. Hopefully I hit all of the notes correctly because I haven't sung in weeks, but here we go. Monday comes and it seems like the end of the line. There's nothing to say, there's nowhere to go, there's no one to listen. One day comes, I decide to reclaim what is mine. In spite of myself, I'm dying to know what's across the road, what's behind the wall, what's around the corner, and what will it take till I find my way? Will it be today? Will it be too late? wait till you see what's next just beyond the hill, just along the river. There's something that's pulling me out the door. Try for something more, try for something great, and wait till you see what's next. Step by step, when it's hard just to see or to hear, a ripple of doubt, a slack in the pace, a small hesitation. Step by step, then at last, when the fog starts to clear, I open my eyes. I'm ready to see what's across the road, what's behind the wall, what's around the corner. And what if it's not what I thought I'd see? If it's not for me, chalk it up to fate, and wait till you see what's next just beyond the hill and just along the river. You thought that you knew how the path would turn. One more thing to learn. Open up the gate and wait for the story you've never seen. Wait for the bloom on the bough. Wait, there's a flicker across the screen. Coming soon, coming now, just across the road, just behind the wall, just around the corner, a new bit of history there to write, something you all might underestimate, but wait till you see what's next just beyond the hill, just along the river, perched on the edge of the great abyss, what you can't dismiss or anticipate. Just wait till you see what's next, just across the water. Wait till you see what's next, all along the river. Wait till you see what's next, all along the water. Wait till you see what's next.
If you've enjoyed our series and tonight's music, I hope you'll consider supporting Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. Now, at this time, Broadway Cares has mobilized its efforts in support of raising funds for the COVID-19 Emergency Assistance Fund. This special fund is administered by the Actors Fund and supports those in the entertainment community who are facing healthcare crises and other immediate needs in the wake of the evolving coronavirus pandemic. With every passing day that theaters remain dark, those who work in the industry face unprecedented health and financial challenges requiring urgent attention and resources. You can help. I know you can. And it doesn't take much. We need to band together now more than ever to support the entertainment community. Please visit the site displayed on the screen now or follow the link in the description box. And thank you.
All right, here we are, people. It is time for me to reveal the winner of this episode of Cabaret Games. You guys made it difficult for me. I do not envy me, but alas, I have determined the winner. So here we go. In fourth place, Team Big Noise and Henry. Again, kudos for being an instrumentalist. Kudos for giving me keys and guitar. Lovely voice, so connected. But ultimately, there was just way too much distraction for me to really be able to do what I wanted to do, which was focus on you and your lovely face and your lovely eyes and your storytelling. So fourth place goes to Henry and Team Big Noise. In third place, we have Tom with Team Music on Stage. Again, Ridiculous production value. You hired 97 people. Everyone showed up. The garage band, the location scouts, the craft services. It was a huge effort. Congratulations, for being just on fire. But I really just wanted more of you, and I wanted a little more depth and colors. I just really wanted to see and feel what you were feeling, Tom, and just go on that journey a little bit more with you. So you guys were tremendous. Everyone, Tom, Team Music on Stage, congratulations. All right, here we are. It's the final two. They were neck and neck. I had to eat a snack, drink some water, take a nap, come back, and say, who will win? So, without further ado, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. In second place, we have Paula and Team Big Deal. Kudos for drone capabilities. Kudos for being on the water, under the gazebo, having a strong leading man on your arm. Congratulations. It really was lovely, and you have a gorgeous voice, great storytelling. I just really wish you had given me one chance to pull from this view to here to really engage with you. And keep working and refining. I love to treat a song as a monologue and just get into that text and see where you can add more colors and more layers to just help to bring the story alive even more. But great job, Paula. Which means, Betsy and Team Highland Park players, congratulations on first place. Here's my crown. I'm giving it to you. Congratulations. It was just beautiful and honest and raw, and the storytelling was there, and you let me in, and I could see you so clearly. I felt like I was going on the journey with you, and it just brought me joy. And it was stunning and lovely. I want to encourage you to keep going and just see how much more greatness you can pull out of yourself and unleash. I just want to give you permission to just be as big and wide open and free as possible in your storytelling, because you have a great instrument.
He's afraid of me, and I'm not afraid.
And you're a great actor. And so you deserve the crown. And so you won. Congratulations. I wish I had a humongous cash prize or a car to give you. But you are the winner. And that is wonderful. So congratulations to Betsy and Team Highland Park players. Kudos, guys.
Okay, let's see what this means for the final team rankings of the first ever Cabaret Games.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, folks, we made it. For an entire month, our teams have sung their hearts out, put their passion and voices on the line, and innovated performances on a new stage because all the other ones are closed. Before we proceed, we would like to award Team Music on Stage and Tom Vendafreddo a special On Fire award for the remarkable volunteer efforts in creating a video that elevated this entire competition. I mean, seriously, was anyone else channeling the finale of Dirty Dancing when you saw that choreography at the end?
And I think, well, what else is in store? Got all this and more before 24. It's hard not to be sure I'm spinning.
Well done, Tom, the 14 people that helped you, and Team Music on Stage. And now, our final Cabaret Games rankings. Coming in a solid tie for third place, we find Team Music on Stage and Team Big Deal Productions. Big Deal showcased consistently strong videos, becoming more technically advanced each week, and finishing out strong, nabbing second place in tonight's episode with Paula's stunning performance. Team Music on Stage also impressed with consistency of video rankings, nabbing an impressive second place win from Colette Todd during the first episode, and the coveted On Fire award. Second place is awarded to the incredible Team Highland Park players, who took us from Chaplin to Anything Goes to Hamilton, and, in an amazing feat, ranking first in tonight's touching performance from Betsy Sorensen. But all of that was not enough to knock out our first-place winners, who scored an impressive 3 consecutive first-place rankings in the first 3 episodes. Congratulations to the Cabaret Games' first season champion, Team Big Noise Theater.
A huge congratulations to Team Big Noise Theater.
Team Big Noise Theater!
Big Noise Theater!
Big Noise Theater! You've won the Cabaret Games!
We want to take a special moment to thank all of the people involved in this inaugural season, the judges, the hosts, the performers, their families, the teams, and the dozens of people laboring behind the scenes to create the Cabaret Games. From humble beginnings, we have grown into something truly special, thanks entirely to your efforts.
Thank you, Marya, Amber, and of course, Jason Robert Brown for your help this evening. It's been such a pleasure to work with you. Well, kids, that is it. The Cabaret Games has been a wonderful exercise in bringing us all together, even though we've been far apart. What a beautiful thing to share our love of musical theater. It's been a pleasure to share this virtual stage with you tonight. I have been your host, Lauren Kennedy, and good night. Stay safe, be well, wear your mask.